So there are a whole bunch of different interesting Senate races to follow. We've been following many of them, and one of them is horrible, horrible Senator Lindsey Graham, a Republican from South Carolina. Lindsay's been in the Senate since 2003. He won in 2002, entered the Senate in January of 2003. He's up for re-election. He has a solid challenger in Democrat Jamie Harrison. Now, the latest ad from Lindsey Graham's campaign has taken Jamie Harrison's skin, Harrison's black, and darkened it, which is something we've seen Republicans do. It never gets lightened. Somehow, every time we see one of these things where a black candidate or politician has their skin tone modified in an ad, it's never lighter. It's always darker. And indeed, that's what happened here. This sometimes happened to Barack Obama, by the way, you might remember. So in this ad, which we're showing our video audience, a real picture of Jamie Harrison on the left, the altered picture on the right. The ad looks to tie Jamie Harrison to comedian Kathy Griffin. I guess it's bad if Kathy Griffin supports you in South Carolina, maybe, I don't know, among Republican circles. But the most notable thing is the digital alteration of Harrison's skin tone. The Graham campaign says, you know, this wasn't actually about making Harrison look more black. It was just we used an effect on the ad. We used the same effect on Lindsey Graham's face in another ad. I don't know exactly where. And this is a total non-story, they say. Meanwhile, in another totally coincidental accident, just a mistake someone made, a Republican senator published an ad where his Jewish opponent's nose was enlarged. Georgia Republican, it sounds insane, I know. Georgia Republican Senator David Perdue has an opponent. His opponent is 33-year-old John Ossoff. Ossoff happens to be Jewish. A classic anti-Semitic trope is the big-nosed or hook-nosed Jew. The Perdue campaign published an ad to Facebook where John Ossoff's nose, can you believe this, was digitally enlarged. And by the way, done not super professionally. Ossoff's nose is enlarged, but it also just looks weird. And adding to this, the ad includes a picture of Senator Chuck Schumer, who also happens to be Jewish, but is a senator from New York, has nothing to do with that race. And it includes the tagline, Democrats are trying to buy Georgia, of course, playing up anti-Semitic tropes about Jews and money with the big nose and everything. The Perdue campaign was confronted about this. They said, oh, yeah, that modification, they're calling the enhanced nose size a modification. The modification was made without their authorization because of an error that a vendor they work with made. So I guess blaming it on whoever they hired to make the ad. Now, is it believable at all that a vendor would do this? And even like without the nose enlargement, that's only slightly better. They're still including Chuck Schumer for some reason and talking about Democrats buying stuff. Both of the Democrats pictured happen to be Jewish. It's very difficult to imagine that this is an accident, but I guess that's the way they're playing it. Now, as a preempt, because there are going to be, every time we talk about this, people write in, they say, David, Republicans aren't anti-Semitic. It's the Republicans that support Israel, while Democrats don't or support Israel to a lesser degree. I don't know if these are bad faith actors or they're just ignorant. Republicans love Israel because they believe Israel needs to be in Jewish hands for Jesus to return. OK, there's a huge evangelical Christian movement that loves Israel, not because they understand and care about or whatever thousands of years of Jewish oppression. It's because they think it'll bring Jesus back. They don't actually care about Jews as people, certainly not American Jews who overwhelmingly vote for Democrats. And remember, Israel and American Jews are two completely separate and different things. Republicans care about the land of Israel for bogus religious reasons, sometimes for political reasons. It's not about fighting anti-Semitism or anything like it. It's truly horrifying that this is what we're dealing with right now. And all of these people need to be removed. It's not looking great for John Ossoff running against David Perdue. The polling is not great. The polling is not Fantastic for Jamie Harrison against Lindsey Graham in South Carolina. But let's remove at least some of these people in November. I hope that we will. And some Republicans are going down. I just don't know whether it's these two. But fight every race, do everything we can.